Yes, I thought it was necessary before, and the last few weeks have showed me I obviously need help. I thought I needed help last time, but still had hope that it would just work out. And I obviously need some help, or I'm quite certainly going to die in this building. Either by an accident walking around at night, or freezing to death like I just about did last week, or in some type of ridiculous confrontation like what you ladies unfortunately just had to back away from slowly. But yeah, it's the site where I lost who I was when I gave up on myself. It's a very complicated thing to explain what it is here, but I lost every bit of who I was, and I have no idea what I am anymore. So this is it's like purgatory.
With Angela, she does work on Sundays.
Oi. They say that if I don't take help now, I may suffer greatly later. So I would like any help. Some of the more hardcore medications that I've seen folks on with the incredibly very miserable looking side effects, which scare the living shit out of me.
What are the side effects?
Where they do not alleviate the schizophrenia that they are being treated for, and instead make it much, much worse, usually ending in death or severe accidents. Because like Halidol is, you just pass out while you're walking sometimes. I've seen people pass out walking in prison. I fell down the walk, and I don't know. We don't know if he died or not. Go a little bit. Quit being worried about tomorrow, because some people don't get tomorrow. But
Do you think it's the cat? Last time I tried to check on you, the cat was coming out of your room and then followed us around.
good. Well, see, now the cats do pretty much live down there, so nowadays it probably is the cat, but it changes daily, the environment, but it's easy. I used to think that being homeless or unable to provide for myself would be very complicated, and every day I would have some strange set of tasks or hoops to jump through in order to make things happen, but it's not that way. If there is no food out, so to speak, then I just go to bed. I learned how to be hungry, and I've learned how to be lonely, and I learned how to give up on the things that I wanted and move on.
Okay, so what's our plan now? We came up with a plan today, right?
Yeah, there is a plan, because I
Do you
keep
wanna
coming up
introduce-
with the same one.
Do you want to introduce the other people in the room and talk
I'm
about our plan?
terrible with names, but my friends here, I remember Miss Sarah because I have run into Miss Sarah many times.
I'm new, so you wouldn't remember me, but I'm Melissa.
I do remember you, I just can't remember your name.
Melissa.
Miss Melissa. And they're gonna help
What-
move me from confusion. Makes me sad, and lack of understanding makes me stressed. I've found people that will argue that that's probably an illness all on its own, but to me it makes sense. But if there is no answer at the end of things, then it leads to, in me, it makes me a little, I think the word is demented. I think because the symptoms would be called dementia. Yeah, like out of my mind.
Can I please get some water? It's awful hot today. Like, we don't have water. Like, hey, look, I'm about to piss myself. Could I please use your restroom? You had a public restroom last month. We have no restroom. Like, they don't speak English. Like, I'm second generation in this country. I understand, may I please use your restroom just fine. And I don't run after people who I refuse the use of the restroom and threaten to call the cops on them when they pee behind the dumpster. So, like, I think my point being, I think a lot of people just don't care. I bet.
He needs psychiatric care, not punishment. If there's no doctor there to say that, then they're just going to give you punishment, not care. And that's what I noticed. I was in OPP. I was in the jail here in New Orleans 2 years ago, and I noticed that there was a psychiatrist making the rounds with the regular guards. So it was someone that was obviously a doctor, but not a medical doctor, so to speak, not the doctor coming through to check on people's health that needed physical attention. They were coming make it. That money goes to train the guards to make to interpret the events they see.
So are the guards trained in that way? Are they compassionate?
Very much so. They put me in a special place because at one point I had a little bit of an episode and I was being outwardly violent and making a mess of things, and the guard, there's no way that woman knew what she knew. From my experience in mental health care, that woman did not pick that information up by watching, making observations. She had training. Whether she got it on her own or it was provided by the state, I don't know, but they have to retrain everyone with compassion, not to put people in a prone position and beat the hell out of them. Talk to them for 5 minutes first before you do all that. It takes unlearning the old behaviors and installing what the other options that are available. So many people that commit crime on a daily basis, they don't do it because they decided this is what I want to do. There's no options for people in a lot of situations like this. I did not come here because it was the greatest place on the map. I had no place else to exist at the time with the items that I had to deal with. And then when depression pretty much sunk in and no resources, thanks to mental illness, I will just call it as it is, a long series of bad decisions caused by a mind that is not functioning properly, then I'm like stuck here. I can make it as far as food sometimes, and that's it. I do not have a will to go any further, and some days I don't go get the food because who fucking cares. But